Hey everyone, Jacko of Spades here, and welcome back to another video where today we'll be talking about Chat DBD today, the final part of it. These series end so quick, and today's another one of those days. Just posted a premiere for the reveal trailer for who rules the paralysis world, and you'll see who it is. You'll probably guess who it is by the thumbnail, probably, but yeah. Let's rank these guys, shall we? First up, we got the librarian, a blind scholar wreathed in static. He lives in an abandoned archive, a collapsing library with shelves sparkling with static. The whole thing about this thing, it was a librarian who was blind and could not see. So in about 8 seconds, you will get highlighted, and probably changes to 7 minutes to not 7 minutes, 7 seconds in order to highlight players. But yeah, pretty cool idea. 10 out of 10. This next one probably is never gonna happen. PvV from Gorilla Tag, the VR game with monkeys that tag people. And yeah, cool. Maybe an 8 out of 10. He was in a lost server, by the way. The Hive Mind, robotic spider with insect nest. Lives in a laboratory, ruined research lab overrun with webs and nests. I love this concept so much. I should make this one into a concept. We already have a spider, which is called the skull collector, which talked about in part 2 of this series before. So maybe this could be a skin for him? Just saying that. But this were an actual killer. I would love this. 10 out of 10. The smile entity. The cursed. Smiling demon of hallucinations. This is the original version. There's a licensed version, which is from the movie Smile. And we'll get to that soon. The smile entity could be this yellow dude with these spiraling eyes and this really creepy grin. Looks like the happy emoji, and it's one of them to make people smile. And probably also killed him too. So yeah, he lives in a neighborhood with cursed divisions, and yeah. Pretty cool. We're gonna skip the Marioness. That's already happened. We talked about the Marioness. We're going to skip the Widow, but we are going to get to the Toy Maker. As this is the crafter of deadly toys. He lives in a factory, a toy shop filled with gears and cracked dolls. I love this idea so much. I want an ability to make this little puppet minion that he can summon. There's 3 types he could summon. He could summon them to get down to injure a little bit of the spider or slow them down. Or I'm not sure, but yeah. Toy Maker, 10 out of 10. We're gonna skip the butchered guy. We're going to skip the plague doctor. We're going to skip the skinwalker. We talked about that. Now we gotta talk about some phobia characters. Abomination, swarming, the hive, tyrophobia, whole riddled abomination swarming insects. They live in a nest pit, a cavern of honeycomb-like flesh. Tyrophobia, creepy, 10 out of 10. It's frostbite, cryophobia, frozen mountaineer spreading ice zones. Like an Arctic killer, that would work, 9 out of 10. The abhorrent aphophobia, known as the fear of touch. Creepy. The maw, mouth-riddled devourer, tunnels lined with gnashing mouths, also known as the cavity depths. This is pretty cool. Just a random little guy with teeth surrounding him. That would be pretty cool. The drowned, a rusted diver with flooding zones. Half submerged underwater facility. I just talked about a diver in the dredge. I think this would fit more of an actual undead zombie that survived these little things, like a fisherman, like a zombie fisherman with a hook and a sonar eye. That'd be pretty cool. Next up's the, if I scroll up a little bit, the emulator, a VR killer, illusionist who creates false objects. He lives in an arcade, a neon VR arena blending with horror. The emulator is like this purple headset with like these cool little purple controllers. Killer. I think this would kind of work. So 9 out of 10. This one is already a 10 out of 10. The Goat Man. A cryptid with mimicry and horns. This would fit so well into Dead by Daylight, actually. And, I hope it happens. 10 out of 10. Next up's the Krampus, which also has a license thing that we will talk about. Which is probably the last thing we're going to be talking about today. Folklore Punisher of the Naughty. This one's speaking like Krampus is like his original myth. Is this hoofed guy with hair and like a sack with a whip. And yeah. 10 out of 10? The Desperado. A cow-skulled cowboy with a spectral revolver. He lives in a ghost town. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, like the revolver idea. Kind of what she had, like one of those, we had a rifle that is like a hunting rifle, kind of. But yeah, that works, like the revolver. The Rusted. A corroded brute fused with jagged rebar. He lives in a rot yard, scrapyard of rusting machines. I love this one so much, actually. This one deserves anything more than a 10 out of 10. It's 11 out of 10. I was really going to do a Roblox killer, like Rust010. But I just realized I thought a killer with rust powers would be very cool. So, yeah. Just call him the Rust Lord. Or just the Rusted. Now for the last two, the Smile Entity from Smile from Smile spreads curse and hallucinations. It was like a suburbia reality bends in daylight streets. Basically for this one, it's the entity from Smile. You know, the red dude with like thousands of teeth. Pretty cool idea. Maybe 10 out of 10 for the monster design that it probably could have. And yeah. This last one, we're going to talk about Krampus in the film. Not like the other Krampuses. The Krampus from like the horror movie Krampus. The one, the red jacket with chains and the little Santa mask with the little goat eyes. That would work so well. He has these toys that help him out. The Jack in the Box, the teddy bear, probably the gingerbread. They could do the robot, the flying doll thingy. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, that's it for this video. That's it for Chat DBD in general. And I will see you later. The series is ended. Bye-bye.